Hey, yo, how you doing, guys? It's 3/5 of them boys. It's me, the one, AJ Anthony Jordan.
Me, Dan the Tech, the wrestling fan that doesn't watch wrestling, except for today.
And as always, big tone in the zone.
Okay, guys, so you know what that means? We're here. And why are we here? Because we've just come off of our first watch along, and now we celebrate day one of Super Strong Style 16. Yes, guys, if you're unfamiliar with Super Strong Style 16, it is Progress Wrestling's 2-day tournament to crown a number one contender. And as well as that, the women's title was on the line as Nina Samuels took on Rhio with a special guest referee, which we will talk
Wonder
about
who it
later on.
is.
Stipulation being, if Rhio wins, she gets the women's title. If Nina wins, Rhio is done. Out of here. See ya. Finished with Progress Wrestling. Who would the referee be? Whose favor would it be in? And would we be saying goodbye to someone? And will we be seeing a title change or will be revealed? Now, before we go into it, if you watch the watch along, you kind of know how we feel. But yeah, I'm gonna start off. We'll just go through reactions, and we could go through the matches. I went to Strong Style 16 day 2 last year. Did not get a chance to see day 1. We
Just keep
lost
going.
Big Turn, I believe. Yeah,
Just keep
he
going.
will be back. But yeah, I suppose it's fitting actually because we were the two that went to Strong Style 16 day 2 last year. It's very interesting to see the first part of this show. I had a good time with this. I had a good time with day 1. Very very exciting matches.
That's
Yeah. As I said on this live stream, oh my god, it's just every match was so good. Even when you go, oh, clearly this person's winning, so let's not pay it. And then as the match go on, you get dragged in. I don't know how they do it, but progress is so amazing when it comes to just keeping your attention on that match. Then you're like, oh, that match is so good. There's no way the next one's gonna be good. And then it's so much good, and it's so good and so every match. Is that the goal? Let's book all main events. Go.
it.
That is definitely the way of
So
it. How was it for you, Tom?
Yeah, it was an excellent event, man. And I was glad to watch it from the comfort of my own home, man. The progress on demand experience is actually really smooth and easy to get through. So yeah, it's something I would definitely recommend. If you can't make the live shows, you should try as an alternative, and it's worth it, man, because we must have been on that stream for what, a good 3 hours, and it just flies by because the
mm,
matches are so good. And when you're not thinking, oh, this is a drag, or just thinking, oh, oh, this is long, you're just enjoying the matches. And they have a lot of matches. And on there's many wrestling shows where the card is much shorter in matches, but it does feel like it drags on forever. But this doesn't feel like that because every match is so exciting, man. Yeah, it was a really good show.
Yeah, it was indeed. It was indeed. Right, so let's kick it off. I'll bring up the bracket. Oh, you guys will see this a lot, but let's go with it right now. First match, Man Like the Reese took on Ethan Allen. So came in
mm,
part way on this.
yeah.
Again, one of the things I'll say behind a lot of people, you look at the young guns, and everyone turns towards current Progress champ Luke Jacobs. You can't underestimate Ethan Allen. Um, he gave it his all in this match. He did give it his all. He did give it his all. I enjoyed this as a we if you catch our live stream, you'll see the shock of us joining straight away. But shortly after, shortly after Den's shock, there we're into it. A little refresh, and we were right in the thick of the match. But yeah, solid match between these two guys.
Well, at least what AJ said, prove that I am Jamaican. I didn't know we were on the stream, so we started not knowing. But that aside, we're there waiting, going, why hasn't it started? Good thing Big Tone's there watching it on his multiplex, so we could see everything. And goes, guys, what's wrong with you? The match has started. Refresh the page. Um, Man like the race, I know him, so I was like, yeah. And I swear it was last year he came out rapping for the first time and did a rap with me, and I'm there next to him. I don't know what's going on. Great match, great opener. Wish I got it from the start, but hey, it's what I get for messing around with the live stream too much. But yeah, lovely match.
Yeah, man. These two really delivered. Again, I think Ethan Allen is very underrated because obviously the spotlight is on Luke Jacobs, man. But the other half of the Young Guns is just as good, man. and I think he's waiting for his time to like shine. So this match was a great back and forth. Man like the Reese is a star, really. He's a star in the making. If they want to put a belt on him at any time, they can. And it was a good like place here. I'm looking forward till tomorrow to seeing where man like the Reese, how he progresses in this tournament.
Yeah. It was a big one. It was a big one. So congratulations to Darius on that one, who progresses in the Progress tournament. Okay, up next we had Kid Lycos 2 versus Isaiah. Now this was it's very hard when you think I'm at match 2 and I might have already found my match of the night. It wasn't. It wasn't. But the way this match went from beginning to end was something, you know. A slight more technical side to Lycos 2 than I've ever seen before. Both of these guys have some aerial behind them. A lot of I was going to say a lot of false finishes, but good solid back and forth between these two. Really enjoyed this match.
I had like us two winning. My dream thing was, what if we get like us two progressing and they could like us versus like us two? But I didn't really look at the brackets too tough to realize. But I would love for them to have a match, a friendly match, so we could see what happened. But wasn't the case. And this was the first one of the night that ended, and I was shocked. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in the mindset of like us two definitely winning this, and then it was just like a shock for me. But really good, great match once again. Tom?
Yeah, man. This match, AJ was saying in it, already it was at a point where it was looking like it was a contender for the match of the night. Cesare and Kid Lycos 2 are both excellent talents, man, and they really showed it here. The smoothness in the ring of their high flying ability. And again, it was proper Lucha Libre style, going off here because both of these guys, fit that style to a T. And it was on full display. Excellent match. I think the ending of the match was a bit out of nowhere, but I suppose when they're both faces, this is how you want to end these matches. You don't want one just to go over straight over the other. But yeah, excellent match.
No, really solid, really solid. And it was one of those mad, like most devastating finishes in all of sports entertainment. But when you thought it was going one way, it went the other. So you know what? But that's the thing. A surprise roll up, when being a surprise, is actually a good
Is
thing.
a surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an actual surprise.
Yeah. So no, well done to Zazaya who progressed on that one. I'm opening this because I'm trying to remember the matches in the order that they came. Yes, then it was David versus Goliath in Marcus Mathers versus Will Cruz. Marcus I saw for the first time last year. Will Cruz is a man that we've seen on other shows in the past, but making a name for himself, formerly as Gene Money's nephew, but currently doing his own thing. Respect to Marcus for bringing it to the bigger man is what I would say in this match.
Look, ain't gonna lie on this one. We thought Marcus was gonna just be squashed. We watched the way the match was going on. It was like, all right, cool. They're playing it as a squash match, and then it turned around. It was like, oh no, actually, he's gonna come back. And then they went back to the squash. It's just they flipped it on us twice and messed with me. It's like, no way he's winning. Oh wait, he's winning. No way he's winning. It was a back and forth. And I know they were talking from previously match of the night. I don't know how they managed to pick a match of the night because every match was a match of the night. At that time, it was the best match of the night.
Yeah.
Man, it was amazing. And this one was a really, really good match again. I'm saying it all the time, but I can't help it. AJ, got any more on this?
What I would say is the clash of styles, and not a styles clash,
Yeah.
but the clash of styles, in the sense that you really thought you saw it going one way. Will Cruz shows that he has agility, a man his side should not have. Marcus was doing what he had to do on the other side. And essentially, it just delivered in a way that you wouldn't expect these two men to have such good chemistry. But in the end, the Cruise Control, aka Rikishi Driver, for the win. And congratulations
Hmm.
to Will Cruz. Tone, we've just
So
summarized it, but anything you want to drop on the Marcus Mathers Will Cruz match?
Oh yeah, man. Well, more or less, I just want to say about Will Cruz, man. Like he's amazing. He's becoming one of the sorry, best
that's big,
biggest men in
that's
the
big.
UK professional wrestling scene, man. Like that cruise control is something else. And like I can't sleep on Mathis as well, man. He was great. Like it was my first time seeing him in ring, and he really did his thing, man. So someone also to look out for. Excellent match, but the right man did win in Big Will
Mm.
Cruise, especially as the match we're getting off of the back of that. So yeah, very
Yeah,
excited.
cool. Um, I'm gonna go with Charlie Sterling and Simon Miller. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yes, yes, it
Perfect.
does.
It was. Yes, yes, yes. Look, in our heart of hearts, you want to see Simon Miller go to the main event, win Super Strong Style 16, take on Luke Jacobs or Cara Noir, and be crowned champion and live every YouTuber's dream, wrestling YouTuber's dream. Um,
Mhm.
Sadly, Charlie Sterling had other plans. Like,
Mhm.
Charlie Sterling had other plans, and this is two big men doing what big men do best. They were just slapping the tar out of each other and delivering. And yeah, ultimately, look, the best man won. But I enjoyed this match. Again, it's one of those things that I always give props to someone who I don't want to say doesn't belong in there or what have you, but doesn't have the same journey as the journeymen in wrestling. For someone who's not in the ring as often as the people he reviews, Simon Miller is doing an awesome job. So well done to you, Simon, on that. And yeah, Charlie Sterling to me, man. One heck of a performer.
I'm gonna have to rebuttal on that one and say Simon is a professional wrestler that reviews wrestling, and not a reviewer that wrestles because this guy is good in the ring and everyone knows he's the nicest person there is. But this is the first match of the night that I saw what was gonna happen. It was a lot of hey fans, look at me fans, and I get that Simon's gimmick, the head slapping, and I was like, uh, um, this one's predictable. This one's gonna. I can see where this one's going, but this is the only one that happened like that, and that's just because I'm that dude that looking for. I'm seeing signs, but still, what a match! And as I stated, great match, great match, great match again. So yeah, brilliant match once again. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Simon Miller is like living a lot of our dreams right now. Like he started off doing YouTube reviews because he loves wrestling. He loves this great business, this sport, if you will, and like he's took it to the next level, the next logical conclusion that most people would do if they could, and that's to actually step in the ring. And not only has he done it, he's excelled in it. Like, could be more proud to see him compete at this level. And like, this match was great, albeit like Dan said, because of the like pandering, it was like, damn, he is gonna lose in it. I'm glad like we wasn't actually voting for points in this one because I would have voted with my heart to Simon Miller, and I would have lost that. Yeah, but yeah, man, like it was a great match, and like Charles, man, like he's a great big man, and like I can't wait for the match tomorrow off the back of this. So
Yeah.
Big, too big.
yeah,
Right. Okay. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's time for. I keep pulling up the bracket, guys, but the main event of the first.
Nope, it was.
Was it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was.
Yeah. Main event of the first half. First time ever in any ring in any promotion, and it happened at Progress. The Mr. Progress himself, Kid Lycos, taking on the returning student of the Progress School, Michael Oku. Kid Lycos versus Michael Oku. Now, if you know anything about both of these guys, last year they both stood at the top of the mountain for respective companies. To see these two clash and know that it was the first time, oof, chills, absolute chills, man. That was something. They kicked it off well. They went in. They went in. They started solid. Attempts at finishes left, right, and centre. False finishes throughout. Great match. Great match with these two.
This is something what Purpose do quite a bit is
Progress.
sorry, Progress. I get those two names confused, not the promotion. I just say them wrong. Once again, my brain is weird. Um, so Progress, they do this quite a lot, very, very well, where they do the just before the break, they do like this could be the go home match, and they did it once again. Uh, Lycos worked
Okay.
over Oku's leg for majority of the match. So he didn't know was he going to able to do the flop over the top rope. Managed to get it out. Brilliant match. Um, I'm surprised it's the first time they're going up against each other because they work so well together as well. So it was
Good
a
point.
really,
Very good.
although um, it was meant to be two baby faces, I think, but Lycos didn't want to be a baby face tonight. He was like, they love Oku so much. Oh, you want to love him? I'm going to show you what's what. But brilliant, brilliant, brilliant break match. Big time.
Yeah, man, like excellent, like first time ever matchup between these two wonderful, excellent young stars, man. Like I say, when you come to places like Progress and like you see what history they've already had throughout professional wrestling, like stars that we are watching just at WrestleMania the other day have all come through like the Progress system and been championed here and been a big deal in Progress before there was a big deal anywhere. And I feel like this is another one of those times we're seeing like the future of professional wrestling in top stars like Kid Lycos one and Michael Oku do their thing, and we were getting to see that in real time. And this match, like they said, could be a main event on any card on any night, and it truly delivered. So I look forward to the future of both these individuals. What excellent match! The right guy did win, yeah, for me personally, because I think Oku should take this whole thing now. But yeah, I couldn't be happy with that match.
Yeah, yeah. This was a big one. Look, do you know what? Yeah, I'll play it. I'll
Oh,
play it to close the show. But we were definitely
sorry.
whoa.
I don't know. My camera's frozen.
we were
Cool.
getting we were
Well,
getting deep with the tech right there.
my button got stuck down to zoom in and zoom out, and it just kept zooming in,
We're all
in,
good. We're all
in.
good.
There we are.
Cool.
My
No,
apologies for showing too much of this. Hope no one got scared.
you're all good. You're
Oh,
all good. We've got there's a small video where the ministry put their predictions out. It was going to go out yesterday. Time just didn't permit for me to post it. That trying to multitask at work is a very very challenging situation. But yes, we'll go through our initial picks and stuff like that later on and just show how it went. Stuff have now changed based on circumstances. Hence why I should have played it before we kick this off. But no, Oku is looking very solid after taking on a former champion in the world of progress the way he did. Things are looking good for Oku, but there are some other strong contenders in there. So, intermission done, and the bracket comes back up because we kicked off. Was it your guys' original
Trent,
pick that came next? Trent Seven
yeah,
versus what was
versus
meant to be Charles Crowley.
the
Now,
the winner.
yeah, what was really annoying? Like we got very very excited because majority of the time we go to our progress show, we watch it there. You see a Tron, but you're watching out. You're watching towards the ring. We were like, oh my god, this is what Charles Crowley's Titantron looks like. Like all the excitement that comes to it, to be able to enjoy the spectacle of a Charles Crowley entrance. And you're like, hold on, where's his hat? Then I was like, oh, whoa, those are jeans. And we're like, something's not right. And that's when the unfortunate balance came for. I mean, both of you called it. And here we are. We was at a point of Charles Crowley is injured and he will not be able to compete because literally 20 minutes before the match, because they're saying the neck surgery he's still not at recovery stage. And sadly, Charles Crowley could not compete and sadly will not then be the winner of Super Strong Style 16. However, a great replacement came out in the form of everyone's favorite heel, the one, the only naughty dog, Gene Money. I'm just gonna say it now. Gene Money has always been a comedic wrestler to me. Go back to some of the interviews we've had. We gained a lot of appreciation for who he was as a creative, and still appreciated the comedic side. This was a different Gene Money. He took on one of the UK's best in strong style and technical wrestling in the form of Trent Seven, and he showed that he can wrestle. He's not just about the jokes. Look, Trent is Trent. I have to take my hat off to Gene Money in this match. Well flipping done. That's all I can say on this one. Well done, Gene.
Be real. We saw this one and thought, yeah, okay, because Crowley couldn't make it to replace with G Money, it's a walk for Trent. All right, at least Trent's not just walking through. Let's just be chatting, and we started a little, the conversation, which is just us talking. The match is already done. We already know what it is, and as I say, they got us to start looking at the match, getting invested, and going, oh my god, the chops. G Money, I thought this was meant to be strong style. Oh my god, that guy, he went from East of the Kids, I don't care, to oh actually, I'm actually like what he's done to I'm actually liking him in ring. His in-ring style is really good. And once again, another thing will go, he's definitely winning to oh he could win, So this tournament's been a banger so far. Great, 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 great match.
Yeah,
So
really.
Yeah, well, like this was probably the most serious we've ever seen G Money like wrestle, like because obviously before you've seen him as a comedic babyface, and then he's been a comedic villain. We really like took a shine to him from that. But like this was him being actually quite serious and showing that he can go in the ring just as well as anyone. Really, like what a great back and forth, a great technical match through two of UK's OGs, if you will. Yeah, and they really delivered here, and I had a great time with this match. Of course, like G Money wasn't really planned to be in this tournament, so I didn't expect him to go over. So yeah, like Trent is going forward, which is interesting because I don't think Trent would have gone forward if Charles was in this match. But hey, we'll never know. We'll
We'll
never
never
know.
know, but do you know the
never
funny
know.
thing is if indeed Trent did go over and that was the moment, can I say there would have been a lot of broken hearts in the ballroom because everybody, as they said, they thought it was super twat style this year. Like it was
Mm,
it's a thing. It's a moment. One of the other things we want to put out there is Charles Crowley has thrown out the challenge for the Proteus title. So when that man is recovered, Mr. Housen, be prepared because there's a spectacular twat and his eyes are set on you right now.
hmm
So congratulations to Trent Seven on that one. And we progress with the match that I did not know I was ready for. Jack Morris versus Leon Slater. Now, I know Leon. We know Leon. We love Leon. Leon.
Leon.
I have not seen Jack Morris before. I've heard the name and I was aware that he's from Noah. He came out strong. He started quick, fast, and everything. This was my sleeper match of the night. I just did not expect what came out. In a world that, again, as you said, then any match could be a main event. This was a sleeper that I was like, ooh, if it wasn't for other matches, this would have been match of the night. Just solid, solid competition between two young athletes. Loved every minute of it.
As you said, we're looking at it. Leon would, Leon Slayer is going through, overconfidence marks. We know what's happening. Oh, who is this guy? No, but Jesus, can you calm down with the abs? He's got way too whack. He was just on fire. Like he wasn't working fast in the case of the indie guys have to work too fast, and it's just like slow down. He was working fast. Like I just want to get this done. We don't get paid by the hour. Give me my win. Let me get out of here. It was it was intense, good, but slow it down, have a little match, and then once again another banger. I just sound like a freaking parrot repeating the same thing over and over again, but a really good match once again. So
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, 100%. Like again, Jack really did show that he is that guy, man, in this match. Because obviously most people will know Leon over him. They're watching him on TNA. Like he's doing his thing. Obviously, his big spot from that X Division match is all over social media. So right about now, Leon stock is at all-time high. And for you to come in and face that, like you've got to come correct and work from the ground up. And Jack definitely did that to a point where we had to like be like, oh, we've been gushing over like Leon this entire time, but man, we cannot sleep on this Jack guy, man. Especially you come out looking like granite, yeah, like a professional wrestler, man, like how you would expect him to look, man. And
Yeah.
like he delivered in the ring. But that being said, Leon, like I was saying in the live stream, if he is not like currently the best in the world, he will be in a few years, yeah. There's only a few people that I could definitively say might be like stronger than him right now. But the athleticism, the timing, like everything he does, his ability, you can't really find better in this soil right now than Leon Slater, man. And like he's just gonna continue to get better and better. He's not even at his prime yet because he's a young guy. And like I can't wait to see how he progresses in this tournament.
Indeed,
mm,
indeed. I actually did forget a match, and that is the match that was Tate Mayfair's versus Masa Kitamiya. So, yeah, sorry, I was
yeah,
reading it there, even though I had it in my head. Awesome, awesome, awesome plan. Yeah. Sorry, I just
you gotta go.
I got thrown off by
Take,
my.
oh,
What's
I
that?
can jump in right now then.
Yeah, no, go for it. Go
That
for
one we have Tate Mayfair being good guy Tate. What?
it.
It's so weird not chanting the Tate Mayfair chants. And the crowd did kept the rhythm going and said something else like, was it the usual
Take this is
Tate
greatness.
Fame is a banker, change the bank the B to W. But this one they're like Tate May is no, but
Greatness.
they made it good. Greatness.
Greatness.
Oh,
Tate May
take this
equals
is
greatness.
greatness.
Tate May equals greatness. Oh, well done, ballroom crowd. Because
Yeah.
I would have still gone with the old one because I just know it as best. But what a match! And once again, I'm like, oh, someone coming over from Noah. They're gonna come in. They're here to like just be here, and then they're gonna be gone. But when um when they went to imitate, they were like, once again, oh yeah, Tate's winning. Tate's gonna go. Oh, what? Yeah, shock. I had one shock of the night. This was my second shock of the night, and this was a wow. And what's it? He could go. I can't say his name, but he could go.
Yeah.
I really just keep saying the same thing over and over and again because this is not one bad match on the card. What a good match again! What a great match!
No, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Like, I really got to concur with everything you said. It is mad to like be cheering Mayfair's because he's just such a natural heel, man. And like, he's got it down. But hey, that being said, he is over like Rover with the whole face run. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
like he got the crowd chanting that he's great and everything. And like at least for the time being, he's gonna be continuing down this path. I do sense in my bones that drastic heel turn is coming sooner rather than later. But until then, enjoy Face Mayfair's why you got him. Excellent match against Massa. Like Noah, every time Noah comes to progress, they bring someone along who does shows that they are one of the best in the world. Yeah. And like, it encourages me to go and actually watch Noah to like check out some of their stuff, man, because they're sending over excellent people. And not one of them has ever missed who they've
No.
sent over. Yeah. And this was like no difference. But you put him in there against one of UK's actual best. Like Tate Mayfair's for me, undisputed is top five UK of the UK wrestlers, man. Like on the male side, like he's excellent. He looks the part. he speaks. He's really got it all, man. Like big companies take note of this guy, man, because you need to come get him while you still can, because he is a talent. He will add to your roster, man.
Yeah.
Shocked to see him lose. Shocked to see him lose. But hey, you know what? Again, it's good like that. You can't predict every match. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
good like when they subvert your expectations, and this happened here. So
That's the
good going
one.
progress.
That's the one. Saito suplex out of all moves took out Tate Mayfair's absolute shocker. But there we are. Now, guys, time for the main event. We brought it up earlier. I'll bring it up again. Nina Samuels, Rhio, special guest referee,
Spoiler.
Kanji. Oh,
If
that's
you
been
watch it
edited.
from the
Don't worry.
start,
That is being edited. There was no mistakes there. But yes, Kanji was the special guest ref, and it was a solid match. It was a solid match. Now we look at it, and you're very torn. Like, we're smart guys, smart enough, we'd like to think. Someone's just had a 444-day title run. The other one's just won the title. One's being threatened to leave. You get torn. Then you start looking at the politics of, well, we know that maybe Nina can win, but by DQ. So this happens. Does Kanji turn heel? All of these questions and more were being asked and predicted, and we were just wrong. We were just wrong in terms of like the way the finish would go, and I'm glad to be wrong in the way that it went. Um, these ladies put on a great look. Anytime Nina Samuels is in the ring, just sit back. Class is in session, right? Class is in session. Not that class has to be in session with someone as good as Rhio, but that's what you're getting from Nina. And conversely, Rhio has held the title for 444 days in a company like Progress, because she's not one to be played with. So you're going to have an awesome match. It wasn't Nina cashing in or attacking the way she did last time to win the belt. This was a solid match with full on. Both people had enough time to be rested and prepped. They went to town. Kanji being a very interesting mix. I love this. This worthy of being the main event.
so y'all know my Nina Mark, and the thing with what's it called, Rio must be Batman. All needed was prep time. All needed was prep time. Because came back and took back the title. Had some really amazing things that happened in the match to show. Like for instance, Kenji, was it Kenji kicked what's it called, Rhea in the face. It was
Rhio,
like it was going to a old WWE match. The Shawn Michaels, Taker, and Triple H in the cage match, the cell match, where Kenji was Shawn Michaels in this match. I'm just quoting what Big Tone said, and I'm agreeing with it totally. Not me coming up with that. Big Tone came up with that, and was he right? Hell to the yeah. What a match. But yeah, we were trying to figure a way for Nina to keep her belt, but everyone stays in the company. In the end, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta lose, sometimes you gotta win. And tiny hat off to you.
I gotta admit, I was very shocked to see Nina drop the belt so soon. I did think that there was going to be a serious means duckery, if you will, for her to keep the title. But hey, it didn't happen here. Sometimes you just gotta send the fans home happy and give them what they want. Like when you have matches like this, you start speculating, see if you can find any info, like see if has Rio been signed somewhere. Is she going to be taking a hiatus for a while? And like honestly, that's what I was thinking going into the match, innit? And then when Kanji come out, I was thinking, oh, why pick her? It's just definitely gonna be a heel turn or some type of like reason why, innit? Like is she gonna inadvertently cost her and then like we go into a feud with like maybe Kanji and Samuels, like there's a lot of possibilities, yeah. And they had us at some point just thinking, oh damn, it's over in favor of Nina. But no, ultimately Rio prevailed, and she's very popular amongst the fans and everything. So it was good to see her get the belt back and give everyone that moment. I will say though, like Nina Samuels still continues to prove why she is the pride of women's wrestling in the UK, man. Like, what a star! Like from bell to bell, man. Like this, the persona you know, it's rare these days where you meet people that are larger than life, and I feel like Nina Samuels is that. And the Nina Samuels show is that. So yeah, you lost one belt, but you still got about 50,000 others, Nina. So I wouldn't worry, man.
I need 10 belt Nina back.
I'm sure it will happen.
You know what I think we need? Because this is a cheap plug for Nina Samuels. Nina has a calendar out this year. I think we need 12 belt Nina, or at least 11. So one for each month, and then maybe her with all 12, or her with 12.
No, all 12 is the cover.
Exactly, yeah. And then you've got one a month for the way that she's owned it. And that's what we're looking for now.
2026, just have the belts, all the belts together with you for the end of December. Now, you need it at one point of the year so you can do it.
Yeah.
Do it earlier than that. Get all the belts.
December. Yeah, they give them
get all the belts, take the picture, make the calendar, and then go win the belts.
That is the one. That is the one. So that was an absolute solid main event. Also, shout out to Tom Scarborough, who was going to try to interfere to get rid of Kanji. And the second super kick of the night from Kanji was delivered to Paul Tom. He also lost his shirt, and Kanji continued and was the one to secure the 1, 2, 3. And Rhio is once again Progress Women's Champion. Yes,
are you going to speak to what's happened? What Rhio mentioned at the end, something for next year.
Well, this is it. This is big. This is very big because we can talk about night 2 or day 2 of Super Strong Style 16 2025. But a huge thing was said. Huge thing that had you not said it, I probably would have forgotten, even though I was so excited about it. Check my reaction on the watch along. 2026 Super Strong Style 16 will have a women's tournament. Yes, guys. Not only will the men be competing, the women will too. I don't know if it's going to be a day each. I don't know if it's going to be just semis or quarters. I don't know how it's going to work. Either way, it's going to kick rear end because you know what? The women of Progress, they've given out some of the best matches I've seen, actually. Some of the best matches I've seen. I'm just going through the calendar and I can think of some of the names I've seen in the past year of following this company, be it your Emerson James, your Lizzie Evos, your Kanjis, your Nina Samuels, your Rios, provided she's not holding. That's just 5 out of the many that have graced us. Sky Smithson and LA Taylor. Anyway, it's not for me to allocate the names. People come, people go. There will be new signees by that time, I'm sure. It's going to be huge. I am ever so excited for 2026 where we will have 2 Super Strong Style 16s. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. What a great day one. We had how many matches on the card? Didn't even notice. There was a point where Big Tom was like, we're 5 matches in. Didn't even notice. It was just, what's next? Bring the next. They could have put day 1 and day 2 back to back, and I was sat here and watching the entire thing and not be tired. I'm not a guy of big cards, but this one, yes, please. It was absolutely. My pay-per-view of the year so far.
There you are.
And I'm including the ones from the big company.
Yeah, because we wish we didn't see that if we're honest. But,
yeah. Well, yeah, like high octane action. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Super Strong Style 16 already, day 1, check it out. Check out day 2 tomorrow. All together, they're gonna go together to make an excellent set piece of wrestling for the entire calendar year, man. Progress, you did it once again. This is indeed progress.
Yes. So, guys, tonight we celebrated the main event, which was the women's Progress title. Now, let's look at this bracket. If you were excited about the matches we just spoke about, look at this. Man like Darius takes on Masa Kitamiya. Will Cruz takes on Charlie Sterling. Leon Slater versus Zazaya. Michael Oku versus Trent Seven. Because of the injury, that's the only reason you get the wild card to pick. So this is what was going to be released yesterday, but time did not prevail. This is how the ministry predicted. Super Strong Style 16. And I tell you what, 2025 has got some heavy hitters in there. You've got your international stars as always, but then you've got the UK former champs from many divisions. We're talking people like Kid Lycos, Michael Oku, stars like Leon Slater, man like Darius, Tate Mayfairs, people who have all come up against Jacobs and fallen short. It is so hard to call who can be that one, who will be the number one guy. I called it in Vegas and I got it wrong. I'm going to go for it again. I'm going for Michael Oku to take it to the end, win Super Strong Style 16, and stare down the barrel one more time at Northwest Strong Luke Jacobs and go for the whole gold. There are so many contenders there. For some reason, I'm calling it now. I see Eddie turning up and messing up Mayfair's. I don't know why, but that's the way I see it. But Michael Oku for the win. Michael Oku.
Cracking tournament, this one. A host of really impressive names, kind of like a best of British, which is exactly what it should be. I think overall winner for this one, given how hot he is, given how much there's murmurs of him potentially being WWE bound, yeah, it's really hard to look beyond Leon Slater for this one. I think this is going to be the summer of Slater, what we've got coming up here, and I think it all starts here. So yeah, Leon Slater for the win.
I can't believe this progress card. It's epic. These 16 guys, I don't know who to pick because any one of them could win it. And it's, oh my God, I can't believe he asked me to do this, AJ. I'm usually with AJ, but not on this one because I'm not going to pick. You know what? Forget picking who's going to win. No matter what, it's going to be a banger, and I hope to see y'all there. So yeah, with that, I'm going to have to, I've stalled it long enough, and I'm going with Crowley to win this. It's time for Crowley to get a shine. I know I've got my boy Michael O'Connor is in there, but I'm sticking with Crowley because it's this time. Anyway, hope to see y'all there. You look out for me and the rest of the guys. Look out for the same shirts, the ML Dubs. We'll be there to watch y'all. And yeah, see you there.
My, what a card, man. Do you see the amount of names that's on there, man? Like, there's so many people who could win this tournament, man. You're talking about from teenage latest and greatest and Leon Slater. You're talking about UK's finest in Charles Crawley. You're talking about, man, a guy that I admire and very proud of his progress in professional wrestling, Simon Miller, man. And of course, you're talking about arguably UK's best, Michael Oku. There's just so many names on this card, man. Trent Seven, man. Like, man, like the Reese, like, there's so many people who I could easily just say could win this. But who, if I've got to pick one ultimately, damn, it's tough. It is tough. But, you know what? I'm on two people, really, innit? Yeah. I want to go with my boy Michael Oku, but then I also want to go with Charles Crawley because I just feel that Charles is on the rise, man. Who's it going to be? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with Charles Crawley, man. Like, I think it might actually end up being those two in the final, but yeah. Man, it's gonna be a great event either way, man. Can't wait.
Okay, there you go. You've seen it. No lies. Everything is being as transparent as ever. You saw me call Oku. You saw Nico call for Leon Slater. These two men both had very similar videos that made me think they're conspiring, but I don't believe they did. But here we go. There it is. That is it. That's why they have got the chance to call it. Then, who do you see taking it? You know everyone who's there, but you got a chance to go for your call.
Well, you heard what I said. If it ain't going to be Crowley, it's going to be Oku. I'm going to go for Michael Oku, man. But what if it isn't? Oh, I'd like to win. For Michael Oku.
Well, look, you see the video there in plain black and white. As both said, did it? Yeah, if not Crawley, Oku. So you got to stick with that.
Yeah.
Men of their words. They had a chance to back out. They stuck to what they said. So here it is, guys. Super Strong Style 16, day 2. I'm going to say these names first. Ethan Allen, Tate Mayfairs, Marcus Mathers, Simon Miller, Jack Morris, Kid Lycos, and Charles Crowley, and Kid Lycos too. Why did I mention those names? Those men are all going to be in a battle royal on day 2. However, man like Darius will be taking on Masa Kitamiya. Will Cruz will be taking on Charlie Sterling. Leon Slater will be taking on Zazaya. And Michael Oku will be taking on Trent Seven. And ultimately, a winner will be formed out of those. I don't even know which way to call the bracket. I'm not going to drag this video out to call a bracket. That will be taking place. And then the main event of main events, guys. Luke Jacobs takes on Cara Noir for the men's Progress Heavyweight title. This is not a day to be missed. Do what we done. Watch it. Progress on demand. Triller TV. No endorsement, guys. No endorsement. There ain't no pennies being dashed this way. We're just telling you it is a show not to be missed. And if you're lucky, I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm not saying it's happened because shame on you if it is the truth. Try and get a ticket. Try and get a ticket to be in the ballroom. Witness the greatness of the last all men's Super Strong Style 16 because next year is women as well. So do it. Be there for the last time ever that it's a men's only tournament. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. These 3 guys are all going for Michael Oku. Is it him? Is it Leon Slater? Is it someone else? We do not know. Okay, here we go. Prediction time now before we come back on to our watch along, which you can also join us for. Which way are you guys going? Luke Jacobs or Cara Noir?
Luke.
Yeah, it's got to be Luke, really. I mean, like as much as Cara is like doing his thing, like ultimately Luke has been on a tear, and like it would be poetic justice if you follow other types of wrestling, yeah, for like ultimately the winner of this Super Strong Style to like get that win and win that belt off of Luke. So yeah.
That's what I want.
This is it.
That's why Luke.
Last year, Luke was that guy. Super Strong Style 16 is what led him to that title. So, hey, baby turnaround will be fair play. We're coming up to a whole year of Luke Jacobs being champ. And I've got to agree. Luke Jacobs, I just believe every time I've voted against him, this man's done fatal 4-ways and won. You can't bet against Northwest Strong Luke Jacobs. Okay, guys. That is
anyone but Luke.
It seems to go the other way. It's anyone but Luke could lose. And here it is, guys. I'm putting the poster up one more time. Super Strong Style 16. Day 1 is done. Day 2, Monday the 5th of May, Electric Ballroom, Camden, London. Check the links. If you're lucky, you'll get a ticket. If not, there's 2 ways to watch it online. And if not, if anything else, join us for our watch along. But until the next time, this is the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
Then the Tech, the wrestling fan that loved the show.
And Big Tone out the zone, man. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
All right, we out. See ya.